The drought continues to be a serious concern as we head into the spring and summer months. We recently talked with a few members of Congress about the severe drought conditions they're facing in their own hometowns. We have more in this week's Cattlemen's Capital Concerns.
We had some really terrible drought conditions and parts of the state was really bad. Now, when it comes to row crop agriculture, we irrigate. So that wasn't as adversely affected as it was in other places, but in our state, still there was a drag on that. But one of the things I've done this year is I've filed a bill to try to basically do like an early warning system for drought in other weather conditions. We think that'll help farmers. We think that the Weather Service and others can work together and do this. We've had this in the past, and we want to make sure that it's there for people. It's not very expensive. It basically is probably a net plus in our economy because it helps people plan and make good decisions. And it's something basically that they can do and should be doing to make sure they provide that service.
I'm a great believer in town meetings, and I go home every weekend. Linda Lucas runs the cow-calf operation back in western Oklahoma. So I'm in church with my neighbors, and I'm at the ball games and at all the events. In my area, the thing that has the greatest single stress on all of us is the ongoing drought. We're beginning year number 3 of probably the most horrendous drought in my part of the Southwest since the 1950s. Cow numbers are down, herds are down, you see a contraction in what people are doing, the decisions they're making. That's the biggest single issue. But there's also a concern out there about the tax code. There's also a concern about sequestration. How will that affect the processing of meat? All the issues that deal around what our energy costs going to be, and will we have access to fertilizer and chemicals, and will the EPA let us farm and ranch, and all of those things. But the single biggest issue in my home community is Mother Nature going to rain on us this year for a change.